yes, some automations may be duplicated, especially if you're under an agency, right? But most of the time, and I will say probably when you understand a little bit more, you're going to have your own automation. I don't believe in everybody having the same automation. Depending on what it is, your workflow may not be the same as mine. You may not want an extra text to go out. You may want to do the shout out stuff like I said earlier. It all depends. Now, obviously, you have the basic stuff, SMS, text back, call back, like how we just said. But once you start understanding, oh, I could do this, or you have a platform that allows you to do something. Like I had somebody literally, they signed up for my platform. I had an automation that my business page on Twitter, which they never even knew I had one, shouted them out on Twitter. They were like, bro, that's fucking sick. That was cool. I said, yeah, thanks for joining the community. How'd you do that? Oh, I got some stuff in the back end set up. Did somebody type that? No, I didn't. It just did it already.
All you gotta do is get some custom values going, know what you want to grab, and know where you wanted to go. I'm like, in fact,
webhook.
You remember the first time I did a webhook, bro? You was the first one on the post.
Yeah, webhook.
Listen, when I tell y'all, now I can do webhooks quick. I know what I need to grab, what I need to post it. But my first webhook took me 6 hours. And when I tell y'all it was basic, it was only a 3-line webhook from an application to they were filling out an application that I custom created within Go High Level to post it on the application to where I wanted it to go. Man, it took me 6 hours because I'm like, what do I need? Is it post? Is it get? Is it great? Like I didn't understand.
Is it get? Right.
And I send it, it didn't do it. Change some stuff, type it, send it, didn't do it. When I finally typed it, sent it, and it did it, I was like, oh, I broke the internet.
Webhooks are fire.
Yeah, webhooks to me is a for sure way to white label anything essentially, because it's like if I have a third party form, but I don't want you to know that I'm using a third party, I can create a custom form, webhook my form to fill out through their form, and you as the consumer will never know that it's not KP. It's just, I'm using somebody else's stuff. You still get the same desired result, but as long as I'm not doing anything manipulative or breaking the law or anything like that, nobody ever knew.
Right. Mm-hmm. No, you're definitely right. I was gonna say too, going into like what you were saying earlier, I have a friend, and I'll probably talk to you about like working on this and putting it out. We're coming up with like a terms and definition for software and technology. So for like webhooks, API, get, post, all that stuff, so people could be familiar, because they're mostly always going to hear these terms. They just never know what it means, and then that's another like wall to scare them for whatever the case. Because they're like, I gotta be super tech, and I'm like, bro. Like for example, we talk about HTML. Like people be like, you gotta be super tech. I'm like, bro, you had MySpace. You literally had MySpace with HTML. Stop it.
Don't remember.
Stop it.
Ever, bro.
Change your background color, music on that thing, man. Hey, look, I had the HTML. I could get the top 16 instead of the top 8. I was like, hey, I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can't fill up the top 8, but I'm gonna double that thing up. But we got something from Jeremy.
Right.